Greetings once again, grade 10. Let's look at this problem very quickly. We are having here simplify fully, and we have such a thing, okay? Step number 1, this is a sum of 2 cubes. That means you'll have to say what? You'll have to say small brackets, then bigger brackets, okay? This is all over p squared, okay? So on the smaller bracket, you'll have p plus q, okay? On the bigger bracket, you'll have p squared, which will be p squared. Then you'll have plus q squared. Then in the middle, you'll have minus pq. Okay, that is what you are having there. Then the set multiplied by, then here we take out a common factor being 3. Then we are left with what? With p minus q, okay, all over. Here it's a difference of 2 squares. That means you'll have to open up 2 sets of brackets. You will have p minus q and p plus q, okay? Then from there you can see that this one and that one goes, and this one and that one goes. Hence we are left with what? We are left with 3 into p squared minus pq plus q squared all over p squared. So that is how we simplify number 1 for 4 marks, okay? Then number 2, on this one, firstly, what do we do there? Number 1, we'll have to say this is 5 to the power of 2020, then times 5 to the power of 4, then minus, here you'll have 5 to the power of 2020 times 5 to the power of 3 all over 5 to the power of 2020. Why did we separate like that? Because the lowest exponent we are having here is 2020, okay? Then from there, what do we do? Then on top, we take out a common factor, 5 raised to 2020 into, we have 5 raised to 4 minus 5 raised to 3 all over 5 raised to 2020. Then we can see clearly that this one and that one goes. Now we are having what? 5 raised to 4 minus 5 raised to what? 5 raised to 3. So which should be equivalent to 5 raised to 4, I think it's 6 to 5. And then 3, that is, we know that one is 125. Okay, so when you subtract the 2, you know that you'll get a 500. So that is how we simplify that to 2.1.2. Now they said to us, number 1, here, let us solve for x. Solve for x. How can I solve for x here? Step number 1, let me remove the denominators by taking everything and multiplying it by 3. Then if I multiply by 3, it means that I'll have negative 2x minus 3 equals to negative x squared. Take x squared to the other side, it will be x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals to 0. I open up 2 sets of brackets. I'll have x and I'll have x. I'll have 3, I'll have 1. This is negative and this is positive. So hence x is equals to 3 or x is equals to negative 1. Okay, that was that one. Then on this one, number 2, how do we work out on that one now? Okay, so since we have something like that, we'll start by dividing by 5. Okay, get rid of the 5 first. Okay, so if I divide by 5, I divide by 5. That means I'll have 1 over 8 all raised to 1 over 3x plus 3 is equals to, if we punch maybe our calculator, we will be having what? We will be having 2 over 256. Okay, then we change them into prime factorization. So I will have here 2 raised to negative 3 all raised to 1 over 3x plus 3 equals to, here I'll have 2 raised to negative 7. Okay, now let's multiply inside. I'll have 2 raised to, this one and that one will give us negative x. This one and that one will give us negative 9. It's equals to 2 raised to negative 7. That means negative x negative 9 is equals to negative 7. Then we swipe, then we have x is equals to negative 9 plus 7. So x is equals to negative 2. So we're having x equals to negative 2, okay? Then they continue and say, solve the following inequality and represent your answer in a number line. Here we're having what? We're having 1 minus 2x greater than 5 and less or equals to 11. Firstly, we take 1 to the other side. So that means here you'll have 10 less or equals to negative 2x. Then here greater than, when you take it that side, it will be 4. Then we divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. So we have x now. The sign changes because you have divided by a negative, right? So then you'll have negative 5 here, and here you'll have negative 2. Okay, if I represent this in a number line, I won't draw everything, but I have negative 5 and I have negative 2. This one here it will be shaded. Okay, while this one won't be shaded. Then we join the two. Okay, so that is what we're supposed to write on that one. Then lastly but not last but not least is the simultaneous equations. Okay, so we have what? X over 3 plus y over 2 equals to 1. That is our first equation. Then our second equation is 2y minus 1 plus x equals to 0. Okay, now let's solve this simultaneously quickly. If you can rearrange this one quickly by finding an LCD there, which will be 6. Then here you will have 2x, right? Then here you will have 3y. This is equals to 1 over 1. I cross multiply again. I will have now 2x plus 3y equals to 6. Okay, then that was just simplifying, guys. Then let's make equation 3 out of that one. So I know that equation 3 will be x is equals to 1 minus 2y. That is my equation 3. Okay, then I substitute equation 3 into equation 1, okay, which is this one now. So I will have 2 into 1 minus 2y plus 3y equals to 6. Then I'll have 2 minus 4y plus 3y equals to 6. Then take this to the other side. I'll have negative y is equals to 4. Then we know therefore that y is equals to what? is equals to negative 4. Okay, then let's check for x by taking this and substituting it into equation 3. Then we'll have x is equals to 1 minus 2 into negative 4. So x is equals to, this is 8. 8 plus 1 will give us what? 9. So our x is 9, our y is negative 4. So that is how we work out on these 22 marks grade 10. Thank you.